Hello, I'm Mai, and welcome to My Mellow Life. First off, I would like to thank you for the continuing support. It does mean a lot to me, and it is quite helpful. As selfish as it sounds, I no longer feel like I'm carrying this heavy thing I can't talk to many people about, and for that, I like to thank you and this platform for. You could also catch me live on twitch.tv/mymellowlife. I stream every weekend, and I have recently also dropped my merch, which is gonna be linked down below in the description. Let's get on to the video. As you can see from the title of the video, you know what's gonna be about. Since my childhood, I was positively influenced to give back from my nana and my surrounding, especially my nana. She told me this story about somebody being saved from having bone marrow donated to them. So having something like this in mind when I was younger was kind of big for me, because when I turned 18, the least I could do was thinking about donating blood. So I've looked up my local hospital and see if they do blood donations, if that's a thing I could potentially do on my own. And when I finally got to the hospital, on the door it shows the requirements you need to fit, like the criteria, and it never occurred to me that the only reason why I wouldn't be able to donate my blood is because of my daily medication. So I take daily medication for my allergies because it affects my eczema very badly, and those are antihistamines. During summertime I usually take stronger ones because it gets worse, and if it's bad I get headaches and my nose gets very stuffy and I can't breathe. Yeah, basically that, and I scratch myself to death. The only downside to having antihistamines is that the strong ones make you really tired, so coffee is my best friend, and if I don't drink coffee I'd usually be very tired during the day. So blood donation was out of the question entirely, right? So I was looking into other ways to donate anything, and it occurred to me that worst case scenario, after I pass away, I could potentially donate my body parts, like my organs specifically. Well, I don't know why I said it like that. I remember sitting and chatting to my friends about this. It just came as a topic of discussion, and one of my friends was very keen on not donating anything after they pass away. I was quite confused why they chose this, because in my head it's gonna help people. You're gonna pass away, you have no need for these organs, right? It's their decision. I had to respect that, and I could only show why it's beneficial and life-saving potentially. I couldn't convince them, of course. When I was diagnosed the first time when I was 20, any thoughts about donating anything went out of the window. I just completely forgot about this and it went swept under the rug. The second time though, after I got diagnosed and such, I did think about it a little bit, but again it went out of sight, out of mind, basically. But only recently, when I sort of settled down after chemo, after life getting sort of back to quote unquote normal, the question in my head started popping up, especially after seeing organ blood donation awareness month coming up and stuff like that. So it made me think about it more and more. How we actually came about it was because my husband and I were looking at funeral plans, because we wanted to think about the future, and when I will die I have everything ready for my husband to have taken care of without him needing to spend thousands of pounds on a funeral cost. So we were looking at funeral plans and stuff like that. In my head, this question kept popping up: what happens to my organs if I could potentially donate any of my organs? So I asked my key nurse. Basically the answer is that I can't donate any of my organs except my eyes, but I could potentially donate them for research purposes, especially my affected area, which is cool. quite saddened about this news because I did want to help out, but it is what it is. Because this was a good question in my opinion, about because you go through chemo and you have cancer already in your bloodstream. So the short answer in my head was, nah, there's no way you can donate anything, right? But it doesn't hurt to ask. And it was quite awesome that I could potentially at least donate my affected area with PECOMA to universities for research. At least I could help with some way after I pass away. Well, I kind of know why I have these tendencies to help. Just help. It's just, I think it's this silly people pleasing trait I have, which I think stems from my childhood, where I didn't want to disappoint my parents and stuff like that. It's not the best trait because there's so much a person can handle trying to please somebody else and like trying to be helpful and not saying no. So I'm still working on that, like learning to say no and then not helping everybody and everything I can. This also might be silly, but even like before, during, and after my surgeries, whenever there would come up a question as for if medical students can be present during these, I immediately said of course, because the more awareness I could bring to my cancer, sarcoma, PECOMA, would be the best. So that's like, the more people to know about it, the faster it can be diagnosed and hopefully find a cure for it. Honestly, the point and why I made this video is just in hopes for people to consider donating their blood or their organs after they pass away, because it can save multiple lives. Yeah, and do not worry if you don't want to, because that is entirely your decision and we can only respect that. And thank you so much for making this far of the video. If you enjoyed it, please like and comment down below. If you have any questions, I read every single comment and I try to answer it as soon as I can. And it also helps the algorithm a little bit. I appreciate your support all the time. People coming back, new people coming in. I hope you enjoy my content. It's mostly gaming content, but you know, sometimes I do these videos about just like kind of fun questions that can pop into my head, or just like cancer updates, etc. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell for those. Talk to you guys next time. Bye.